And this morning we have two very special guests here to speak about an upcoming gumbo cook-off happening this Saturday in Bay St. Louis. We have Rachel Dangermond from the 100 Men Hall and Mike Falgo from, well, he's otherwise known as Alligator Mike, if you know him. So welcome to GMM, and you braved the cold weather to get here this morning.
Yes, and it was cold. You can see I still have a little bit of comfort on.
I love it. Well, thank you for joining us. And so we're going to be talking about the gumbo cook-off. Mike, I'm going to start with you. What is your involvement going on with the cook-off this Saturday?
So, you know, growing up, as long as my memory goes, my grandmother used to cook gumbo on Sundays, and that's what took us all together, you know, every Sunday. And it's always been a part of my life. I took it from my mom, who was a great gumbo chef. And, you know, last year we came up with the concept, hey, let's have a cook-off. And it turned out to be pretty much our biggest event of the year. Mm-hmm. We were really surprised by the interest, and so we said, you know what, we're going to go bigger and better this year, so that's what we're doing.
I love it. So Rachel, then what makes this bigger and better? What are y'all doing this year?
Well, we have amazing. First of all, you got Alligator Mike bringing all his guys from down the bayou, right?
All right.
And then we have Ryan Pruitt from Pesh in New Orleans going to be cooking gumbo. So we have this amazing array of chefs cooking gumbo and competing for the prize. And then we have people like yourself could come in and for the entrance fee taste all the wonderful gumbo. It's amazing.
Okay,
it's really
this
amazing.
sounds delicious. So how many different gumbos are we talking?
So right now we're at 13 chefs, and a couple of them have more than one gumbo. So we're at like 15 different gumbos. They're all unique, all different, but the main attraction for us is the music.
Is the music,
We
right?
have Buckwheat Zydeco Jr. And his band, legendary band. We're going to be incredible. Another Bayou band, the Muddy Water Blues Band, friends of mine, who are really good. Their first time to the coast. I think people will really enjoy them. And then the Chuck Lofton Band, who played last year and are kind of a staple in Bay St. Louis, and we love to welcome them back as well.
Man, this sounds fabulous, and I love how you started off talking about, you know, you always had gumbo on Sundays. My father loves gumbo, and he always talks about how his grandmother made it on Sundays over in New Orleans. So I'm curious. So my dad's in a wheelchair. Is it wheelchair accessible to go into the 100 Men Hall?
It is to go into the hall, yes. And we're trying to do this outside. And if it's outside, that it will be accessible as well. It's not as easily accessible outside because it's on the ground.
Yeah.
So we don't have like built-in ADA stuff, but we do have a ramp to get inside the hall, and so yes.
Okay, right. That was a trick question. I just threw it at you right there.
Well, you said no trick questions, but you did throw that at me. But no, we do have patrons who are in wheelchairs, so we accommodate them.
And now, speaking of the 100 Men Hall, we were talking about this during the break. A lot of people don't know exactly where it is. I mean, you've heard of the 100 Men Hall, but where is it? We're
actually behind the historic train depot, but you have to go across the rail yard, so you have to get at it from the other side. But we're on Union Street right off of Nikkei's. We're part of Old Town Bay St. Louis.
All right, well, we're running out of time, but I do want to quickly say, how can somebody get in tickets? Give me some information, Mike.
So 100menhall.com, the tickets are on sale. We do suggest people buy them. Last year, we ran out of gumbo, and so this year we're going to cap the tickets. So go online, buy them. We have heaters, we have a fire. We've invested a lot in infrastructure, and we're ready for the weather. Come out, check it out. It should be a beautiful afternoon.
Yeah. Oh man, I can't wait. This is going to be fabulous.
Bring a chair.
Bring a chair. Good idea. If you don't already have one, there you go. Well, Rachel, Mike, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Jamie.
It's going to be a tasty, tasty day.
Absolutely.
Well, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with more Good Morning Mississippi.